Okay. Okay, guys, so today we're going to start our genetics unit, the last unit of the course. I've given you guys a little quiz to do, so I'd like you to fill it out right now. You have 2 minutes. I'm going to time you, and we're going to see what you know and what you don't know about genetics. Okay, go.
Okay.
And do it on your own.
I'm probably going to fail then.
You can't fail.
Alright.
It's just for fun. When you're done, put your hand up, please. Don't go. You have to move. One minute.
Come on.
Last minute.
Yes. How much time left?
30 seconds.
Ooh, time.
Who needs an extra 30 seconds?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to finish.
Put a name on it.
Okay, Mark's done. You guys still working?
Yeah.
Okay. Last question, Everett? Everton? Okay. Who's ready to take it up?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right, okay. So number one, I want you guys, I'm going to say true or false, and I want you guys to raise your hand if it's true, and then if it's false, what do you think? Okay, all living things contain DNA. True? Who says true? Okay, you guys are right. Good job. Okay, number two, if all of the DNA in our bodies was unwound, it would reach to the moon and back 6,000 times. Now, before you answer, what I mean by this, if we took all the DNA out of every single cell in our body and tied it together, it would go to the moon and back 6,000 times. Who says true? Richard? You believe that? Okay. False?
I say false.
Okay, Richard is right. It's actually true. Because we actually have 1 trillion cells, and our DNA is really, really tightly condensed in our bodies. So if you actually took it all out and tied it together, it would actually go to the moon and back 6,000 times. So that's pretty amazing. Number 3, humans and chimps share 99% of the same DNA with each other. Whose is true? I guess we're all for true. You guys are right. Number 4, humans share 50% of the same DNA as a banana. What do you think? True?
I said false.
You all say false?
Yeah,
It's false.
For real?
Yeah.
You guys are all wrong. It's actually true.
Holy
Kidding me?
For real, it's true. Okay.
Makes no sense.
Number 5, humans share 99.9% of the same DNA with each other. Who says false?
This is probably a trick question again. I said true.
True? Okay. Well, you're right. It is true, Mark. So you got it. Okay. Every type of cell in our body contains DNA. Now read the question carefully. Every type of cell in our body contains DNA. Is that true or false?
False.
Why do you say false?
I don't know.
Are you just guessing?
I wasn't guessing, but I don't think I just
You have a
agree with
feeling?
it. Yeah.
I put true just because.
What? Well.
Okay, Richard, why is it false?
Because not every cell in our body has a nucleus. And
That's right. Do you know
therefore-
which one? Which one?
I
Do you
do.
know an example?
Yes.
Okay.
Red blood cells. are an
Very
example.
good. Our red blood cells, he's right. They actually don't have a nucleus, and since the DNA is inside the nucleus of every cell, our red blood cells don't have any DNA because they're really specialized cells. Does anybody know what red blood cells do? I know you guys know this.
I just know you're not supposed to have too many white blood cells.
That's true, because that means you're sick.
Right.
Okay, Richard, you know it.
Transport oxygen.
Right, they are specialized to transport as much oxygen as possible, so they're jam-packed full of hemoglobin. So that's right. Okay, let's move on. DNA makes up our genes.
True.
True. Good. Our genes are pieces of DNA that code for certain products, such as enzymes, hormones, etc. True or false? Who says true?
Or is it true?
Good. Everton?
Sorry, number 7 was true?
Yes.
Okay. That's okay, true.
Come on, keep up.
8 was true.
Okay.
Number 9, we inherit our genes from our parents. True or false?
True.
True.
Okay, I'm gonna add, that's right, I'm gonna add another question to that that's not on there. Do we inherit our genes both from mom and dad, or just from mom, just from dad, or
Both.
Both.
It's a
both?
combination.
Good.
Yeah.
Back in the old days, a long time ago, people used to believe that all of their genes came from their father, and the mother was just kind of like a cooking pot, like an oven for making the baby. So things have changed a lot. Okay, where are we? Number 10, DNA is packaged into the cell nucleus in the form of chromosomes. True or false?
True.
I said
True.
false.
True, you're right, good guess, educated guess. Number 11, chromosomes are made up of DNA wound tightly around special proteins. True or false?
True.
Who says true? False?
That's a false.
Okay, true.
Might just pass this after all.
I think so. I think you're doing very well. Number 12, the environment we are in can affect our genes.
False.
Why is it true, Richard?
I don't know.
Okay, well, we're going to learn about that. So, very good. You guys all know that certain environmental factors such as smoking and can anybody think of any other ones that can affect our genes?
Radiation?
Radiation, yeah.
Radiation, like from where? Where do we get exposed to radiation?
Like the, what you call it? Like from, yeah, those poles, the,
Electrical wires.
yeah.
Not so much electrical wise. I'm thinking something big.
Like a power plant or something?
Sun.
Actually,
I
not
guess,
chemicals.
I guess it could be, yeah, chemicals could sometimes give off radiation, that's right, but I'm
Sun,
thinking something
ozone.
simple like the sun. The radiation from the sun, that can cause changes in our DNA and cause us to get cancer. Okay, some cells are always dividing in our bodies.
I said false.
Everton?
I
What
put
do you
true.
say? True? That is true. We have some cells in our body that are dividing every single day, especially the ones that are like our skin cells. They're called epithelial cells, or ones. They're also the ones that line our stomach and our respiratory tract, and of course our red blood cells. We're always
One
making
more.
new red blood cells in our bone marrow. Those are just a few examples. Okay, let's see, where are we? Number 14, when cells divide, they have to copy their DNA always, and the copies are always identical to the parent cells. What is-
False.
False?
False.
Okay, you guys are all wrong. It's always true. They always have to be exactly the same as the cells they came from. Or then we would morph into we wouldn't look the same because our cells were always making new cells. So they've got to look the same.
Wow.
If I get a cut on I have a cut right here. I got a really bad paper cut. That's why I'm wearing this bizarre Band-Aid. I cut myself. The cells where I cut myself in my skin, they're gonna divide and they're gonna look like the same cells that were there before. They're not gonna turn into muscle cells or into kidney cells. They're gonna turn into skin cells.
Mr. G, so is a scar the result of a cell that replaced itself, like not replaced itself, but it was doesn't have the same makeup as the previous one that was damaged?
Well, a scar is actually the result of collagen and all sorts of scar tissue forming. So that actually happens when there's a big area that gets damaged, it tries to repair itself. So that's how you get a scar. Okay. What number are we on, guys?
Number
15.
15.
A cell can copy its DNA in less than 8 hours.
False.
I had false at first, and I changed it to true.
I need it to be false.
Everton?
I put false.
True. Okay, mutations are changes in DNA sequence.
How long? Sorry.
Mutations are changes in DNA sequence. A mutation.
True.
True.
Everton?
Should I put true?
Good job, you guys all got it right. I'm happy to hear that. You can get a mutation whenever you get any change in the actual order of the base pairs in the DNA. That's a mutation, and it can cause something else to be made instead of what was intended. So you guys are right. Number 17, last question. Mutations can lead to the development of certain diseases.
True. True. True.
True? You guys are all right. Can you guys think of any examples
No.
of mutations causing diseases? You mentioned one, for sure.
My brain just went blank. Oh gosh.
Okay, cancer. Cancer is all about
Like a
mutations.
cyst or something like that?
A cyst could be,
That's like cancerous, like it's almost cancerous.
a cyst is actually, it's when fluid fills an area. I'm not sure if that's cancer. That's not cancer usually. It's usually benign. It's not harmful. Another example, Richard?
Cystic fibrosis? No.
Yeah, that's actually right. Do you know what the mutation is in cystic fibrosis?
No.
Do you know what cystic fibrosis means? What kind of disease that is?
It is. It's a respiratory disease.
That's right. You're right. What happens is there's a mutation in the person's DNA, and they actually it's a mutation in one of the, I think, sodium channels in the cell membrane, and it actually causes mucus to build up around the outside of all of their respiratory cells. And then the person can't breathe, and they usually, unfortunately, they don't live until they're adulthood, so it's very sad. So mutations affect a lot of people, and we're going to be talking about that in this class. You're going to be learning about some genetic diseases and genetic screening and testing. Okay? So you guys can put your quizzes away, and we're going to get started now in today's lesson.
All right.